Yes, I'm another one of those. I'm another one of those. I want to talk to you about the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7%. You might have seen it on the internet, YouTube, TikTok, social media, making the rounds. People saying it's a magic potion. And I tried it out here in December for the first time. I got curious. I picked it up at Sephora while doing some Christmas shopping. And I have to say, I love this product. I think it's great. But it comes with a caveat. I was a bit nervous about using it. I had done some research, and from what I understood, so we all have different skin types, different skin combinations, and our skin reacts differently. And often, apparently, if you have melanated skin, glycolic acid might be a bit strong. So from what I understand, it is a water-soluble acid, which means it very quickly evaporates, dries down, and dries into the skin, but then it also quickly goes in, and that can result in burns if you have sensitive skin. So I was being prudent in how to use it, and I started with my feet. Actually, they were not in the most best state, I will admit. I've worked in the service industry. I've been a tour guide. I love walking. Used to do running as well. My feet have worked, and so they were in need of some love. And this, in combination with a few other things, really removed the harsh skin. Like, I didn't have any cracked skin, but I had a lot of hard skin, callus, and it really helped. And it was, the skin on your feet is also thicker, so it's a really great place to start, especially if you're afraid if you have sensitive skin. And as I saw my feet reacting positively, I started using it in different places. Now there's only really two places where I use it: on a cotton swab, and don't be afraid to soak up the cotton swab if you're using it. When you get used to using it, if you realize there's no negative side effects or impacts. I use it unmixed, just on a cotton pad, on my armpits, and on my feet, on the bottom of my feet. And that's been working really well. I don't know if I would say I've seen my armpits like lighten in regards to pigmentation, but my God, my entire body has never been softer, smoother, or more exfoliated. I will give it that. So I really do recommend it. I wanted to give you a way to experiment where you might feel a bit safer. And so I have tried using this in conjunction with this. So this is from a brand called Eucerin. I think it's French. I'm pretty sure it's French. They sell it here in France. And I love this cream. It's my favorite cream. But it's their Urea Repair 10% Urea cream. They have one that's called Plus, and I think it's just a new packaging marketing thing, where one is more expensive than the other. They seem to be the same thing. Just get Urea 10%, because Urea 10% and above is actually exfoliating in nature. So I really highly recommend. I use this with the glycolic acid 7%, and I mix it in my hand. I basically equate one pump to like one splash of this. Nothing crazy, okay? Then I mix it up in my hands, and then I put that mixture wherever. I put that generally all over my body, to get some form of exfoliation, but a bit gentler, and making sure there's still hydration. So if there is any form of irritation, your skin should have a better reaction. And we're also not trying to break our skin barrier. Speaking of skin barrier, I don't know if you know you have one, but it's basically a film that coats your skin, and it might be made of bacteria and other different stuff. That sounds lovely, but it protects you. And when you break that, you're actually breaking your first defense to a lot of different things: pollution, even disease. Your skin is important. It's the biggest organ on your body. In your body? On your body? It's the biggest organ. It goes everywhere. And so also, if you're not used to having your skin barrier be intact, which creams like this, they really help with, even certain shower gels that are oil-based, they help keep that intact, but you're gonna feel sticky or icky, because that is what your skin barrier is. It's not dry, soft like that. No, it's quite wet, moisture, feeling thing. I'm not an expert, okay? I'm a girl talking on the internet, a woman. But if you're listening, I love you. So that's my recommendation. If you want to be a little bit more careful, combine it with a lotion that you like, preferably something quite hydrating, quite moisturizing, quite strong. And even this combination I've used on my face. I have to admit, I don't necessarily love this for the face. I haven't tried it directly on my face, but when I mix it, I do get great exfoliation and my skin is soft. It's been breaking out a little bit lately, so that's why I'm holding back from this. And for the face, I prefer other kinds of acids, which I can get into if you ever want. Anyways, great combination, highly recommend it. That's some tips on how to use it. I recently, because I love that brand, got this one, which is their urea repair cream, 30%. So this is quite intense. Even like a lot doesn't come out. You see how it is? It's like this. All right, I'll show you the consistencies. Right. So this is the consistency of the urea 30 plus, and it's really creamy, really moist, not the kind of lotion that dries down. It's not urea. Whereas the 30% looks much more like your standard lotion. That's the difference. I don't know if you can see the texture difference. This one's a little more see-through as well. I want to say viscose, where this one, it's like your traditional cream. Though it does kind of end up in a similar place. They both have urea in it. Right, so as an example, if this is what I have in my hand, I would not use more than a few drops. Let's try. Open it. There we go. So, a few drops, watch, like that even. That's more than plenty. So you see there's a bit of the glycolic acid on my hand. It's this part running. So then mix it up and put it on wherever you need to put it on. I'm gonna put it on my hands. My hands are always dry. I'm always washing my hands, so this cream ain't bad. And a little bit of exfoliation will help get rid of any calluses and dead skin bits. Anyways, that was my little informational video about this, the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7%. Don't be scared. It's really useful. And I think it also, I'm going to take this moment to say, I think it reflects how people are becoming more conscious consumers. I think products like this coming to market reflect a more educated and informed consumer who can manage to make their own concoctions and manage to make things work for them. The problem lies in the fact that we're not all the same informed, educated consumer or willing to do the research. And that's where you can get into the danger zone, because there's some very potent, powerful products on the market in any category that sometimes demand a bit of reflection before use. I love you. I'm gonna see you next time. Take care.